right, welcome back, everybody, to Doha. And second round action, we've got Coco Gauff taking on Cocciaretto. We've got a big day today. We've got Swiatek coming on after this, then we've got Raducanu. Plenty of other stuff going on we'll keep an eye on as well. Also, Rotterdam's going on, and that's starting to get interesting. Some of the big names are playing that now. So, yeah, there's a lot going on over the next little bit. Yeah, did Zachary beat Paolini or did... Not yet. I know Zachary was beating... Oh, Zachary did win. Okay. Wow. That's a massive win, Zachary. I mean, Zachary's had two really good wins in a row. And beating Paolini is huge. It's a huge win. Penko just started as well. Dasher got the win. Let's go. Dasher gets a win. Also, Valentova Mukov is happening as well. Anisimova yesterday, she had to retire. I made a video about it if you haven't seen that. Andreeva won, though. What else going on? Tonight, Demonor. Demonor is playing Feast. We might. I don't know if we'll watch that. We'll see what happens. We'll see how the day goes. We'll see. Dash's first back-to-back win. Yeah, it's been a while. All right, Coco Gauff. She's had an okay start to the year. She made the semifinals of the United Cup with Team USA. She beat Swiatek. And then she was doing well at the Australian Open until she got to the quarterfinals, and then she put in a really poor performance against Svitolina. So she's been pretty good, Gauff. Just that Svitolina match at the Australian Open was super disappointing, that match. You know, she just didn't play anywhere near her best. But let's see. Let's see if she can get through. Now that Anisimova's out, which is a huge change to the tournament. Gauff is down the bottom half, so it doesn't really affect her. Anisimova being out helps Swiatek, I guess. Oh, no. Oh, no, I've just seen the draw. Anyways, 15-all. I've got Gauff in straight sets here. Oh, no, Dasher. Why? Why is Dasher in that part of the draw? That's so annoying. Yeah, so the winner of this will play Lee, who's taken up Fernandez and Frey. Also, Penko, Siniakova, Osorio, and Alexandrova in this section as well. Raducanu, Andreeva. I'm in the bottom part of the draw where you've got Zhang, Mboko, Parks, Raducanu, Wong, Andreeva. That's a stacked section of the draw for sure. The winner of this section will play that section in the semi. So maybe Raducanu Gauff. That won't happen. Never happens. So we might get Gauff versus Andreeva. I don't know. 15-30. Maybe Raducanu versus Alexandrova. And then Pliskova will take on the winner of Mukova and Valentova. And then Swiatek Chen winner plays Dasher. Go Chen. Woo. I don't want Dasher to play Swiatek. We're just getting on a roll. Why do we have to play her? All right, 30-all. Raducanu and Gauff seem to be allergic to each other. Yeah. Or tennis is rigged. 30-all. As we get a serve from Coco. Serve out wide the corner, Cocciaretto. Backing it from Gauff in the net. 30-40. Cocciaretto with a chance to break straight away. Pliskova versus Mukova Valentova. Czech quarterfinalist confirmed. That's true. Somebody's making it to the quarters from Czechia. Backhand return into the form of Gauff. Cocciaretto slice. Goes long and Coco gets the deuce. Coco doesn't have a good record here. Yeah, she's had some pretty poor losses here. I can remember like post-Australian Open, I remember we always seem to say Gauff losing like upset loss here all the time. So this is not her favorite 1000 event. She hasn't got many good memories. By the way, let's just talk about the obvious thing here. Where the hell is everyone? There's like no one in the crowd. This is crazy. I know, like, you know, they'll show up later, but also, okay, this is the world number, like, 4. Hello. So yeah, I'm just having a look at Gauff's record at the 1000s and specifically here. As we just serve out wide the backhand of Cocciaretto, advantage Coco. As Gauff forehand again, the forehand of Cocciaretto. Slice from Gauff. The backhand of Cocciaretto as Gauff backhand down the line. Cocciaretto gets with the forehand to the backhand of Gauff. Into the forehand of Cocciaretto. Gauff. Forehand again, the forehand of Cocciaretto. Gauff with the forehand stretch. Goes in the net and we're back to deuce. So Gauff's record here, she's only won 50% of matches she's played here. 3 wins, 3 losses in 3 attempts at the 1000 level. Because it used to be, you know, alternating. But since it's been a 1000 event, she's only won 3 matches at this event, which is her worst 1000 event. Interesting that Miami is not very good either. She's not very good in Miami either, but this is her worst 1000 by a fair bit. A bit of serve in the backhand of Cocciaretto. Forehand from Gauff, sliced. Into the backhand of Cocciaretto. Cocciaretto in the net. And it's advantage Coco. Now, she made the quarterfinals here back in 2022 and lost to Sakkari in straight sets. That was just before... that was just as Swiatek was starting to become that crazy Swiatek run that she had. Gauff did beat Badosa, Garcia, and Rogers along the way, so that's pretty good wins. And then Coco has lost the last 2 times in the first match. So she hasn't won a round here for a couple of years. As that goes net by Gauff, and we're back to deuce. Last year she lost in the first round, second round to Kostyuk. And the year before that, she lost in the second round to Siniakova. So she hasn't won a match here for a minute. Now, when it was a 500 event, has she done better then? Let me check what her record is overall here. 500s included. So yeah, last 2 years she's had a bit of a shocker to start the event. All right, Coco with an ace. So she's 4 wins, 4 losses over the last, like, over the whole history of this tournament. Yeah, so she's lost 3 times in a row here. She lost to Kudermetova in the quarterfinals in 23 when it was a 500. She lost to Siniakova, Kostyuk back-to-back. Yeah, so she hasn't had the greatest run here. 4-4 win-loss record. As that forehand goes cross-court to the slice of Gauff. Cocciaretto back in the net, and it's 1-love Gauff. Yeah, so she's won one of her last 4 matches at this tournament. Not a happy place for Coco at the time. All right. But maybe this is the year. No Eala, no crowd. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Which shows kind of how valuable someone like Eala is to the tournaments, right? I mean, if she doesn't get if she has to play the qualies in Dubai and she doesn't get a wild card, I mean, then Dubai didn't watch Doha, because if you're looking at Doha and you're going, holy shit, where the hell is everyone? And yesterday we had at least a half a full crowd, 50 to 60% crowd. Then every tournament in the next, 12 months is getting Eala in the stadium, because, I mean, I don't know if people buy tickets and just don't show up. Is that what happens? Because some people are saying it's been sold out. I'm like, okay, but where is everyone? Why is no one there? Did they buy tickets and just stay home? Like, what's up? All right, return goes to the forehand of Gauff into the forehand of Cocciaretto. Gauff with the forehand goes wide, and it's 15-love. Usually the Middle East didn't watch tennis that much. Yeah, it's an interesting one. They definitely show up for the night session, though. There's definitely more of a crowd at night. The return goes in the forehand of Cocciaretto. She shanks it long, and it's 15-all. How about Indian Wells? Indian Wells is always packed. I don't think Indian Wells. I mean, we'll do a crowd check in a couple of weeks, but I'm pretty sure Indian Wells, for the most part, is pretty stacked. For the day session of the whole 2 weeks. All right, down the line of the forehand of Cocciaretto. Forehand from Gauff. To the back of Cocciaretto is Gauff with the forehand again. The forehand of Cocciaretto. Gauff wins the point. Cocciaretto overhits at 15-30. Yeah, Swiatek won this tournament 3 times in a row. 22, 23, 24. I'm pretty sure, right? And then last year she lost for the first time in a long time. But she lost to Penko, so I mean, she lost to her kryptonite, the Boogie Woman, and she did make the semifinals, so it wasn't like she lost in the second round. She just lost to Ostapenko again. But yeah, this is one of Swiatek's best 1,000 events. Dubai is actually one of her worst, along with Canada and Wuhan, which she's only played once, so that doesn't really count. But yeah, Cincinnati, Canada, and Dubai have been her least winningest events on the WTA 1000 tour, which is interesting. But here she's done really well. All right, 30-all. I guess Sabalenka barely plays here since she's won the Australian Open. Is that why you giving? Is that why you're not? You're trying to take credit away from Swiatek? Is that what you're doing? Back into the net by Gauff, and it's 40-30. Are you trying to discredit Swiatek's three-peat? Don't you dare do that. Don't you try and do that. She won those fair and square. I don't care who was there or not. By the way, Sabalenka was there the first time she won, and Swiatek was there, and Sabalenka wasn't there the next time. But it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if Sabalenka was here or not. Swiatek won those. 40-30. Difficult to do well in Dubai after Doha, though. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if anyone's done Dubai, Doha back-to-back. Besides, does Swiatek do it? No. So it goes out by Cocciaretto, and Gauff gets to deuce. Penko defeated Swiatek even when she was dominating. I mean, yeah, Penko is crazy. All right, deuce. As the return from Gauff goes wide. By the way, long start to this match. Already like 12 minutes long, and we've only had one game. An advantage. Cocciaretto. As Gauff returns it wide. And Cocciaretto finally holds. All right, 1-1. 13 minutes played. Long start to this match. One all. Also, we're almost at 100 likes. Appreciate that. Back to Coco. All right, 15 love. Nice serve by Gauff. All right, as it goes out by Cocciaretto, 30 love. Noskova is 1-6 against Swiatek. She has tested her though. Yes. What happened to Anisimova? Yeah, I don't know. Did anyone hear what the problem was, or did anyone? Did anyone? Let's get to 40 love. Did we hear anything? Because I didn't see any press conference or anything. I didn't hear anything. By the medical timeout, I'm guessing it was abdominal, but I don't think we heard anything. As that goes out by Cocciaretto, and Coco gets the lead. 2-1. 2-1 Gauff. I heard they said it was something to do with her abdomen. Yeah. She's pregnant. Okay. All right. 2-1. Good start for Gauff. All right, what else is going on right now? So Penko's up a break against Alexandrova. Mboko's up a break against Vonareva. Grigspor Pirakar's about to start in Rotterdam. So that's all happening over there. All right. 2-1. 15 minutes played. Two to one. All right, love 15. Some upset will happen and rob us of a back in a golf match. I know, right? We'll never get that match. Mboko versus Andreeva next round if she wins today, yeah, that'd be fun. Mboko versus Andreeva. Did they played in Brisbane, didn't they? Well, Adelaide. Adelaide final? They played in a final. I think it was Adelaide, right? It was World Australian Open. So that'd be a great rematch. 15 old. Serve. There's a fault from Cocciaretto. Second serve. Serving to the forehand of Gauff. Gauff hits it out. 30-15. All right. 40-15. There's a bit of fault. Second serve. Serve in the front of Gauff. Backing up from Cocciaretto's a winner. All right. 2-2. All right. 2-2. All right. Back to Gauff. As that goes wide by Gauff. Love 15. Shout out Betty. Yeah. All right. Love 15 as Gauff serves again. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Serving the front of Cocciaretto. Great return winner. Love 30. All right. 15-30. That was a great shot. Little sharp, short, sharp swing. All right. Love 30. As Gauff serves again. Into the front of Cocciaretto. Front from Gauff. Into the back of Cocciaretto on the stretch. Gauff cross-court forehand. Cocciaretto gets it into the front of Gauff. Cocciaretto forehand again to the front of Gauff. Cocciaretto goes again to the front of Gauff on the stretch. And Cocciaretto backhand cross-court. Gauff on the stretch gets it, but hits it long. Love 40. Uh-oh. Break point. Multiple break points for Cocciaretto. She's never beaten Coco. It's 3-0 in the head-to-head. Never beaten Gauff. And never actually won a set against her either. Last time they played was a couple years ago at the French Open, and it was 1-2. So very easy winner there from Cocciaretto down the line. She gets a break. 3-2. Jeez. But when they played in Dubai 2 years ago, Cocciaretto did get it to the second set 7-5. But, yeah, she hasn't ever won a set against Coco in 3 meetings. But what a start. All right. All right. Alexandra Eala breaks back at 3-3. Cool. All right, 3-2 Cocciaretto. With the break. All right, 3-2. As Gauff hits a nice return. Cocciaretto hits it for an error. Love 15. Serve is a fault by Cocciaretto. Second serve. Coco will be out of the top 10 if she plays this kind of tennis. Well, double fault Cocciaretto. Love 30. Paolini must stop playing doubles. Her singles level is going down. So basically what I got from those last two messages was if you play bad and you lose, you go backwards. Your ranking suffers if you don't win. Yes. Might be onto something. 15:30. Always had a feeling that Cocciaretto was going to give Gauff a hard time. Well, Gauff hasn't won a match here in a couple of years. So that might be playing on Coco's mind as well. Backhand goes down the line from Gauff to the front of Cocciaretto. Slice from Gauff. As Cocciaretto backhand into the front of Gauff. Cross court the front of Cocciaretto. Cocciaretto hits it out. 15:40. She break any rackets yet? No. Cocciaretto won a 250 this year. Did she? What did she win? What did she win? Did she win Hobart or something? Oh yeah, she won Hobart. She beat Jovic in the final. That's a good win. All right. So yeah, this is a very dangerous matchup then. Even if the head-to-head's one-sided. Backhand rally. Slice from Gauff goes up. Cocciaretto with a smash. Or she somehow gets it in. Gauff gets it back though, and then Cocciaretto goes to the net again. Up goes another lob by Gauff, but it's long. It's 30-40. And Boko top 10 in next 1.5. Okay. 1.5 what, months? Years? Days? Weeks? What? 1.5 what? All right, still break point for Gauff. Hours? Shit. That's crazy. 30-40. The return from Gauff goes in the back end of Cocciaretto. Gauff gets a break back. Cocciaretto hits it long. And it's 3-0. Gauff back on serve. Coco has a long way to go before she falls out of the top 10. Yeah, it's just people being negative. All right. 3-0. As Gauff serves a fault, second serve. Serving to the backhand of Cocciaretto. Gauff with a forehand in the net. 15, love 15. As the backhand goes out by Gauff again. Love 30. It's been a weird side to this match. All right, Gauff serves a fault. Second serve. As Gauff for the forehand. Goes long as love 40. Who do you think will win? Just need an answer for my parlay. We don't do that here. Love 40. Cocciaretto to get back the break, but Gauff hits it down the line for a winner. And it's 15-40. Still break points for Cocciaretto. As Gauff says a fault second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand Cocciaretto. Return goes long and it's 30-40. $30-40. $30-40. As Gauff serves again. As Coco with a good serve, and the return goes long. We get to deuce. Will you be watching Swiatek versus Chen? Yes. Will you watch Raducanu? Yes. Aren't the streams on the channel? Like, they should be... They're already up there, right? They should be showing on the channel. Yeah, they're literally showing on the homepage. It says upcoming live streams. They're both of those matches. So the answer is yes. The answer is yes. You should have notifications on, so then that way you know when we're live. Or when we're going live. Backhand to backhand rally. As Cocciaretto goes off the tape. Gauff resets, comes to the net. Then hits a volley. Passing shot from Cocciaretto. Gauff volleys are wide. It was too good. And it's advantage Cocciaretto to get the break again. All right. Advantage Cocciaretto. As Gauff serves a let. Bengo breaks 5-4. All right. All right, Gauff serves again. Into the backhand of Cocciaretto. Backhand from Gauff. Into the backhand of Cocciaretto. Gauff. Backhand again. The backhand of Cocciaretto is Gauff. Again to the Cocciaretto backhand. And then eventually Cocciaretto in the net. And it's deuce. It's been a long set so far. The Czech tennis program impeccable. It's pretty crazy, eh? Can you watch Australia Steam tomorrow? I can for a price. You can pay for a stream if you would like. As Gauff hits a drop shot wide and it's advantage Cocciaretto. Cocciaretto to get the break again. We watched FA the other day for you, so that that should be enough, right? We watched him once. You should charge for personalized streams. I do, but nobody wants one. Backhand to backhand rally now forward from Cocciaretto. Gauff. Backhand again. The backhand of Cocciaretto is Gauff backhand again. Into the backhand of Cocciaretto. Gauff with the forehand. Into the backhand of Cocciaretto. Gauff. Forehand again. Cocciaretto hits it again to the forehand of Gauff. Cocciaretto now with the forehand again to the forehand of Gauff. Who goes down the line, the backhand of Cocciaretto. Gauff. Backhand down the line is good. Cocciaretto gets it back somehow. Gauff. Good angle. Cocciaretto gets there. Backhand Gauff in the open court. Cocciaretto's there with the backhand down the line. What a rally. Gauff forehand. As Cocciaretto gets it back with the forehand to the forehand of Gauff to the backhand of Cocciaretto. Backhand to backhand rally as Cocciaretto goes down the line. Gauff with the slice in the net. What a rally. Crazy rally by both. So quick. Cocciaretto breaks. Crazy rally. Both were just chasing everything down until Coco just couldn't get that last slice. All right. And Cocciaretto points to her head like Stan Wawrinka. 4-3. All right. Gauff dropped her level for the last 2 years. Wasn't last year like her career best year? Like she won the French Open. She went to a career high ranking. Like I think last year was actually pretty decent. She beat Swiatek multiple times, who she struggled with in the past. Literally top 3, yeah. Pretty sure Gauff's doing okay. Backhand winner from Cocciaretto. I mean, she won the WTA finals in 2024, so the last 2 years she's actually been pretty decent. Maybe not consistently good, but she has been very good. When she's been good, she's been great. All right, 15 love. And the backhand return goes in the backhand of Cocciaretto, backhand from Gauff. Into the backhand of Cocciaretto on the stretch. Gauff, forehand cross court, is a winner. 15-all. All right, 15-all. Serve again. Into the backhand of Gauff. Forehand from Cocciaretto. To the forehand of Gauff. Gauff hits it long. And it's 30-15. Yeah, Gauff was amazing on clay last year. She made the final of all the major clay events and then won the biggest one. So, I mean, that's pretty decent. 30-15. Little forehand from Cocciaretto into the forehand of Gauff. Cocciaretto backhand to the forehand of Gauff. Cross court, the forehand of Cocciaretto. Hits it in the net. All right, 30-all. Hey, thank you. Edward, for the 40 months, Coco will be number 1 this year or next. All right, 30-all. As Cocciaretto makes the error, and it's 30-40. As the return goes in, the forehand of Cocciaretto. Gauff for the backhand slice. Cocciaretto comes in with a smash, puts it away, and we get to deuce. All right. Deuce as we have a backhand now from Cocciaretto, the backhand of Gauff. Cocciaretto backhand to the backhand of Gauff as we have a forehand again from Cocciaretto. Gauff with the forehand goes long. Cocciaretto gets another advantage. As we have a fault from Cocciaretto, second serve. As Gauff hits a return winner, and we... Oh, sorry, it was a double fault, my bad. The second serve was a fault. Deuce. We have a fault second serve. Seven in the form of Gauff. Gauff hits it out. And it's advantage Cocciaretto. To go to 5-3. Remember, Cocciaretto's never won a set against Coco in 3 previous meetings. All right, deuce. Serve out wide the forehand of Gauff. Return to the backhand of Cocciaretto. Gauff. Backhand again, the backhand of Cocciaretto. Down the line, the forehand of Gauff. Gauff hits it wide. All right, advantage Cocciaretto. To go to 5-3. All right, 4-3 advantage. As Gauff return goes to forehand of Cocciaretto. Gauff into the forehand of Cocciaretto again as Gauff goes down the line. Cocciaretto there with a slice. Gauff forehand again, the back of Cocciaretto. Into the back of Gauff, who hits a winner down the line. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. Coco will be number 1 when all the big hitters retire. Cool. All right, deuce. So you a fan? Which is why you're here right now? Curious about her comeback? Advantage Cocciaretto. Good serve. A lot of people watching Coco Gauff. I don't know if you're fans or not. You seem like you're being very negative. A lot of negativity coming from the some people in chat. Are you fans of Coco though? It's strange. Anyways, Cocciaretto holds 5-3. 5-3 Cocciaretto. If Coco can break back and finally hold, she could close out the first set. Yeah, she's going to have to hold first and then break back. All right. There's a bit of forehand out from Cocciaretto. Good return. Gauff gets it. Backhand at Cocciaretto. Gauff backhand to the volley of Cocciaretto. But it goes wide on the volley, and it's 15-love. So there are some secret undercover, because now that Eala and Raducanu are not here, Gauff is the next target. Is that right? Some undercover haters. So Eala's here, not here. Raducanu's not here. All right, I guess we're just gonna have to watch Gauff. We're just gonna have to watch Coco Gauff and get angry. What if she loses? What happens next? Who's the next one? 30-love. That's some crazy. 30-love. There's a bit of fault second serve. Backhand goes in the net by Gauff. 30-15. All right, 40-15. Coco to make. Cocciaretto serve the set, but Gauff hits a wide on the forehand. (40-30). Cam Dimitrov destroyed de Minaur yesterday. He played magnificently well. In like a video game? Are you saying, like, is this happen? Did this happen in a video game? Did you watch a replay of something? Like, what do you mean? You must have watched like a replay of a match they played 5 years ago or something. What are you talking about? Bro's just like, hey, I need some attention. You got it. What do you want? All right. All right, here we go again. Cocciaretto is going to serve for the set. Also, Penko is up a set and a break against Alexandrova. And Boko is up against Zvonareva, but it's on serve. And Griekspoor is about to win the first set against Pirika. All right, 5-4 to Alexandrova, Cocciaretto. All right. Serve into the forehand of Gauff. Cocciaretto back into the backhand of Gauff. Cocciaretto back into the forehand of Gauff. Gauff in the net. 15-love. 15 love. All right, 30 love. The return just missed by Coco. There's a bit of fault from Cocciaretto, second serve. As Cocciaretto makes the error, and it's 30-15. $30-15. Serving to the forehand of Gauff. Back in now from Cocciaretto, goes long, and it's 30-all. Chance for Coco to break back. All right, his return goes up from Gauff. Smash from Cocciaretto. Is a good angled smash. That was a smart smash. Okay. $40-30. As the return goes to the back end of Cocciaretto. Cocciaretto on the net. We get the deuce. Set point saved. Since that bullying by Sabalenka, Gauff's game became lackluster. What? All right, deuce. There's a 400 down the line from Cocciaretto. That's a winner. Advantage, Cocciaretto. Are you talking about what are you talking about? At the French Open when Sabalenka talked to the press conference? Is that what you're saying? What are you talking about? What are you on about? All right, advantage, Cocciaretto. As the return goes back into Cocciaretto, backing up from Gauff. Cocciaretto back on the stretch. Gauff. Again to the forehand of Cocciaretto. Gauff back in again. Cocciaretto goes forehand long, and it's back to deuce. No, Coco is not injured. She is just not winning this match right now. Cocciaretto is playing well too, so that is also happening. All right, advantage Cocciaretto. Gauff hits it out. Didn't she just win Wuhan? Yes. She won Wuhan last year. All right, advantage Cocciaretto to get the first set. Serving the forehand of Gauff, but it's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back end of Gauff. Back end of Cocciaretto is long, and we're back to deuce. That's 3 set points saved. Back to deuce. Has been a fault. Second serve. As the return goes from Gauff into the backhand of Cocciaretto. Gauff backhand. Nope. Cocciaretto hit it long. And it's advantage Gauff to get back on serve. There's a bit of fault from Cocciaretto. Second serve. As Gauff hits a slice into the backhand of Cocciaretto. Gauff backhand again. The backhand of Cocciaretto as Gauff goes into the forehand of Cocciaretto. Gauff backhand again. The backhand of Cocciaretto into the Gauff forehand as they go forehand to forehand for a little bit. Now Gauff on the attack with her forehand. Cocciaretto hits it short. Gauff comes to net. But Cocciaretto hits a great pass. Gauff just didn't do enough with the approach. And it's back to deuce. All right, back to deuce. There's a bit of fault from Cocciaretto. Second serve. Second serve into the forehand of Gauff. Backhand now from Cocciaretto. Gauff with the forehand into the backhand again of Cocciaretto. That's a winner. Cocciaretto, set point number 4 to take the first set. There's a bit of fault. Second serve. Serve into the backhand of Gauff. Return the backhand of Cocciaretto. Gauff. Backhand down the middle. Cocciaretto gets with the forehand cross court in the forehand of Gauff. Cocciaretto backhand. Gauff with a slice. Goes wide. Cocciaretto wins the first set ever against Coco Gauff. And she finally gets it done after an hour. That was a long first set for a 6-4. That was a long... And the first 2 games were what took 15 minutes. So that's where it started. Okay. All right. Alexandra Eala doesn't like playing against Penko. Hasn't won against her since 2022. Really? Wow. Okay. Interesting. All right. 10 winners and 22 errors from Cocciaretto. Gauff. Not much better. Swiatek doesn't like playing Penko either. Yeah. All right. Chen Swiatek will be on center court, which is where Gauff is playing right now. Yeah. So after this, we'll watch Swiatek versus Chen. And then we'll watch Raducanu versus Wong. Off to work. No worries. See you later. Enjoy your day. Alexandra Eala should look at on the bright side. At least she has beaten Penko once. Okay. Yeah, maybe. All right. Gauff is down a set. She's never played well here. This is one of her worst 1,000 events. One of her worst big tournaments, really. She's not a fan of playing here. She's lost the last 2 times in the first round. How's the crowd? They're there. Some people are there. People are there. Okay, love 30. Gauff already in trouble. Gauff is already in trouble. All right, is that 4-1 winner down the line by Coco? 15-30. All right, 15-30. As with a 4 now from Gauff. That goes long. 15-40. Break points. For Cocciaretto, first game of the second. As we're backhand now to the forehand of Gauff. Forehand now from Cocciaretto into the forehand of Gauff. As Cocciaretto backhand. That's a win-up. There's a break. And Coco just throws her hands up in the air. Gosh, she really doesn't play well here, does she? All right. Cocciaretto setting a break. There are, by the way, there is a crowd there. It's just not. They're just not a full. It's not a full stadium, but the second tier of the stadium is pretty full. It's just the people aren't sitting at the very top yet. It's not packed, but there's still a lot of people there. Cam, are you aware there will be a 10th Master 1000 on the men's side in the Middle East? I think? Yeah, there will be. In Saudi Arabia. Gauff is in a hurry to go back to a hotel and plan a vacation before Dubai. Okay, Dubai starts on Sunday, so I don't know where she's going to go. Cam, how long will Amanda go on the rankings for losing so early? She drops down to like number 6, I think. But if Gauff loses, that would help her as well. Okay, 4-4 rally. As Gauff goes again, the forward Cocciaretto. Cocciaretto hits it in the net. Love 15. Love 15. Love 15. All right. Nice hitting by Coco. Love 30. Love 30. Love 30. Gauff serves again. Sorry, Cocciaretto serves again. The backhand of Gauff. Backhand Cocciaretto. Gauff slices it. Goes into the forehand Cocciaretto. Gauff the forehand crossed into the forehand Cocciaretto. Gauff forehand goes long. And it's 15-30. All right, 30-0. There's a backhand from Cocciaretto and the backhand of Gauff. Gauff hits it long. And it's 40-30. As the return goes to the backhand of Cocciaretto. Cocciaretto hits it long, but hits a deuce. As Cocciaretto serves again. A let. As a forehand to forehand rally. Gauff shanks it long. Advantage Cocciaretto. Hey, Charles, happy birthday for tomorrow. Hopefully have a good one. All right, forehand from Gauff into the forehand of Cocciaretto. Gauff. Forehand again, the forehand of Cocciaretto. Gauff with the forehand again to the forehand of Cocciaretto is Gauff. Again to the forehand of Cocciaretto on the stretch. Gauff hits it wide. It's 2-love, Cocciaretto. All right, setting a break. Oh yeah, Valendova Mukova's coming up soon too, right? All right, Coco in the net, love 15. Love 15. As return goes back into Gauff. Gauff hits that winner away. And it's 15-all. All right, 30-15 as Cocciaretto hits it out. All right, Coco, nice serving, 40-15. As Coco, again, good serving, and she gets it on the board. 2-1. All right. Why do we always get these silly comments? Why are you like this? The sponsors have killed Coco's fighting spirit. She is too comfortable now with lots of money and endorsements. She doesn't care that much. Bro, you must watch tennis like once a year. Like, are you okay? Like, what do you mean? Have you played tennis before? Have you ever? What's your UTR? Huh? What's your UTR? Have you played before? Have you played tennis once? What the hell? I saw Amanda telling her team halfway through the second set she didn't feel. Oh, she didn't feel well. Well, okay, maybe that's what the medical timeout was for. That's probably a good thing if it's not. If it's just being sick, then maybe like she can get back quicker. If it was like an injury, that would have been worse, right? I mean, if Coco Gauff didn't care, then why did she break that racket after losing at the Australian Open? I mean, because she didn't care? It was all an act? Like, what do you mean? Obviously, she cared. She wouldn't be smashing a racket in anger if she didn't care. All right, Cocciaretto's up a set and a break. Come on. As we get a fault from Cocciaretto, second serve. And that goes out by Gauff on the return, 15-love. As Cocciaretto serves into the back of Gauff. Return goes into the front of Cocciaretto. Gauff for the front of the stretch. Cocciaretto forehand down the line. Gauff for the lob. Cocciaretto with a smash. Oh, she puts it away just. She keeps... But did it go in or out? It went in. I think she broke a... Oh, no. Her vibration dampener flew off the racket. 30-love. All right, 30-love. As we get a great serve from Cocciaretto, 40-love. Love. Penko wins. Nice. All right. Cocciaretto holds 3-1. 3-1. All right, 3-1. Cocciaretto in the second. Coco's got some work to do. The good thing about Gauff, well, not the good thing, but Coco not winning this match is not the worst thing in the world because she doesn't have any ranking points to lose. So yeah, okay, it's it's a missed opportunity to gain a points on on the players ahead of her. But if she doesn't win this match, it doesn't actually help. It's not the worst thing for her ranking wise. It's obviously just a missed opportunity, and probably not great for her confidence. But maybe she would just shrug her shoulders and say, "Well, I've never done well here, so let's play Dubai. Let's go to Dubai." Love 15. As the return goes back of Gauff. Gauff into wide. Love 30. Love 30. Alexandra Eala did a whatever handshake. Fun. All right. Coco, love 40. As we're serving the front of Cocciaretto, return the front of Gauff. Gauff, it's a winner. All right. 15-40. As Gauff hits a drop shot. It's in. Cocciaretto gets it with a slice. Gauff with a forehand lob. Cocciaretto with a backhand volley. And then Gauff with a forehand winner. That was a good rally. And it's 30-40. Still a break point here for Cocciaretto to get the double break. As with a forehand from Gauff. Down the line winner. Okay. We get to deuce. All right, we get to deuce. Serve again. And it's a fault. Second serve. Oh, it was a double fault. My bad. All right. Advantage Cocciaretto to get the double break. Serving to the forehand of Cocciaretto. Return the backhand of Gauff. Gauff in the net. All right, Cocciaretto gets that double break. 4-1 in the second. All right. All right. Something in the water in the Czech Republic? I know, right? Okay. Against a lucky loser qualifying, man, horrible day for Coco. Yeah, and then put on top of that, she hasn't lost to Cocciaretto ever before. She never lost a set before today, so this is a tough one. I mean, there's no injury or anything, so there's no there's no fatigue either because she didn't play last week. She played the Australian Open, but she didn't play. She played until she's had at least a week and a half off, probably 2 weeks off, right? So there's no excuse for fatigue or anything like that. There's no injury. The only explanation I can come up with is, well, one, bad day at the office, but two, she just doesn't play well here. Like, her record here sucks, and she just doesn't play well here. And it's not the first time. In fact, the last 2 times she's played here, she's lost in the same fashion. Like, she's lost straight sets. It's an upset. It's a random loss. Like, the last 2 years. So I think it just might be just one of those places that Coco doesn't like playing. 15 love. Cam, just say it. Coco has declined. No, I just told you what I said. You don't look surprised that Coco's losing? I am, but I'm not surprised she's losing here. Again, there is something to a player playing well at a venue and then playing bad at a venue. Like, it's not just based on a surface thing, right? But maybe the surface speed is not to Coco's liking either. But if you don't play well somewhere, every time you go back there, you're going to remember, I lost last year. I lost first round. Last year I lost second round. Last year I played bad. Like, you just get bad vibes when you go there, And I think that might be because Coco's never lost to Cocciaretto. Cocciaretto's playing well, right? She is playing well, but as Coco gets lucky off the tape and it's 30-15. Like, Cocciaretto's playing a decent game, but Gauff's giving her a lot of free points too. And I just don't think Coco likes playing here. I just don't think she, for whatever reason, she just doesn't have any happy memories here to draw any inspiration. Also, there's not really, the crowd's a weird one in these tournaments too, because the crowd is kind of like sometimes they're there and then sometimes they're not, and it's just a weird sort of time of the year. But yeah, but Coco looks pretty bummed out. 40-15. She looks pretty disappointed. All right, serve from Cocciaretto. Into the forehand of Gauff. Cocciaretto forehand again. The forehand of Gauff. Gauff in the net. 5-1 Cocciaretto. And it'll be a crazy comeback from now if it happens. I'll tell you what Coco should do next year. Do what Sabalenka did. Just don't play it. Because there's no point in coming here and playing. Well, I know there's 1,000 points on the table, right? So it's probably not a good idea to skip a 1,000 event, but I don't know. Maybe it would be better off if Coco, after the Australian Open, if she gets to the second week, just don't play Doha. It's like, well, do you go play Doha, lose in the second round and gain 0 confidence, 0 ranking points? Or do you skip the event and get 100% ready for Dubai and put all your efforts into that? Like, that might be a better idea for Coco next year. It does depend on how she does at the Australian Open, because if she does badly at the Australian, like if she lost in the third round in Melbourne, then she wouldn't want to have 3 weeks off until the next tournament. So she probably would want to play this tournament if she doesn't do well in Melbourne. But I mean, the last 3 years she's lost in the second round and she's gained 0 ranking points, and it's done nothing for her confidence. And like, there's no point in playing it if you don't like, if it doesn't help you. Because now she's going to Dubai with 2 losses, 2 bad performances too, right? Because she played bad against Svitolina in that quarterfinal, and then this one, she's not playing well. And then she's going to go to Dubai with, like, no confidence. The only problem I guess Gauff has is that if she did skip this event and players around her did well in the rankings, she would lose. She would give up 1,000 points. But again, losing in the first round, you're giving up 1,000 points anyway. Good serve, 40-15, or the second round. Because, yeah, this is the third year in a row that she's had this strange loss coming into this tournament. She just doesn't... It's just not a tournament she likes to play. Or she doesn't play well here. She might like it, but she doesn't play well here. 40-15. 7 to the front of Cocciaretto. Cocciaretto hits it out. And it's 5-2. Cocciaretto's going to serve for this match. All right. All right. Holy shit. So there's a lot of players out of Dubai, apparently. Madison Keys is not playing Dubai? Wow. She injured? Or she just not playing the Middle Eastern swing because she's like, forget that. I don't want to go there. I want to go home and chill. I mean, that's an option. You could go home and not play at all in February. I mean, that's an option. You're leaving 2,000 points on the table, but that's an option. I'll tell you what Coco should do next year with the schedule is after the Australian Open, let's say she loses in the first week. Let's say she loses fourth round. Go to Abu Dhabi. Play Abu Dhabi. And then, depending on what you do at Abu Dhabi, how you're feeling, make a choice on Doha. And then if you do well in Abu Dhabi, then don't play Doha. If you do bad in Abu Dhabi and then you feel like, oh man, I really need to get some wins, let's go to Doha, maybe try. But play Abu Dhabi. Mix it up a little bit. I know it's worth less points, but if you can get a couple of wins, better off getting some confidence out of Abu Dhabi and then skip Doha to go to Dubai, than going to Doha, losing this round again, and then going to Dubai and being like, I've lost 2 matches in a row now and I need to win. Like, maybe just play Abu Dhabi. The field's a little less I mean, today it's less strong when you're in the first rounds, but I don't know. Maybe mix it up. Go to Abu Dhabi, play that. If Melbourne doesn't do well, and then skip Doha because it's probably just not. She just doesn't seem. Well, she hasn't. The last 3 years, she hasn't won a match here, so change it up a bit. I mean, what if she won Abu Dhabi? That'd be awesome, and then she could play Doha after that. Oh, sorry, Dubai after that. Anyways, Gauff, it's a winner. Love 15. And look, like I said earlier, she's got nothing to lose now. Like, if she loses today, it sucks because opportunity missing, but she doesn't have any points here. So if she does skip Doha next year, she's losing 0 points. Play Abu Dhabi, or don't play Abu Dhabi and get 2 weeks off after Melbourne if you get, let's say she gets to the final. I mean, I feel like Coco could skip this event. Yeah, you're leaving, 600, potentially a couple hundred points on the table, ranking wise. But again, I don't think she needs to play this event. Better off getting ready, getting at least not having a bad loss before the second 1,000 event. 15-all. There's a bit of fault from Cocciaretto, second serve. Second serve. Into the front of Gauff. Gauff in the net. And it's 30-15. Cocciaretto 2 points away from beating Coco Gauff for the first time in her career. What a moment for her. $30-15. Serving the back into Gauff. Forehand from Cocciaretto. Gauff. Forehand to the back into Cocciaretto. Into the back into Gauff. Cocciaretto back on the stretch. Gauff. Forehand. Inside out winner. All right. 30-all. Not done yet. I mean, yeah, Paolini lost as well today. And you're hearing nothing about that. No one's talking about that as much as they're talking about Coco right now. But like I said, Raducanu's out, Ayala's out. Coco's the next one that all the tennis trolls like to bash. If she loses, I think it's Swiatek who's next. In the next match. I think the trolls will be like, well, we still got Iga. And then after, if Iga doesn't play well, then shit. Who's it going to be next? Running out of players to... You might have to take a week off. Go outside, get some fresh air. Cocciaretto in the net, 30-40. $30-40 to get one of the breaks back here, Gauff. Serving to the forehand of Gauff. Return goes forehand of Cocciaretto. Backing up from Gauff into the back of Cocciaretto, who hits a winner down the line. That's just too good. Winner down the line, just way too good from Cocciaretto to save the break point. Deuce. All right, Cocciaretto serves. A fault. Second serve. As the return goes to forehand of Cocciaretto. Gauff with the backhand. Into the forehand of Cocciaretto. Good shot. Gauff gets on the stretch, but it's in the net. And it's advantage Cocciaretto match point. Gauff is just trying to hit her way out of trouble at this point, and Cocciaretto is just too strong. All right. Another upset. After we lost the Anisimova yesterday. Remember, Pegula decided not to play. So it's not been a great tournament for the Americans so far. Cocciaretto serves. Into the back of the Gauff. Return goes short. Cocciaretto comes in, puts it away. There it is. Cocciaretto beats Gauff for the first time in their careers. And Cocciaretto doesn't want to celebrate too loudly yet, but she's definitely buzzing. She looks so happy. Good win. All right. Another seed falls. Yeah. Who's going to win this tournament? Actually. I mean, Swiatek, right? We're backing her? Somebody else? All right. Cocciaretto gets it done. And Gauff, another second round loss in Doha. Like I said, maybe next year. Play Abu Dhabi, don't play Doha. You know, mix it up a bit because Coco just doesn't play well here. It's just not a great place for her to play. For whatever reason, I think it's psychological at this point. I don't think it's a... I mean, she's playing... she never lost to this lady before, but it must be the venue. The venue's just got a curse on it for Coco. Cocciaretto play Lee in the next round. By the way, Ostapenko, the draw, there's no seeds left. No seeds are left in that section now. So Ostapenko is like the favorite to make it through, but yeah, that section of the draw where Coco is, that third section is really open. And then you got the Raducanu section, which is just stacked. So yeah, bottom half of the draw starting to open up. And Penko, I mean, she made the final last year. She might be able to do it again. Make a bit of a run here and defend some points. All right. First match down. Cocciaretto gets a win. Might be her best win of her career. Let me double check before we move to the next match. But she's so happy. That's so good to see. Probably the biggest win of her career. I don't know if she's beaten a top 10 player this high up before. Oh, she beat Pegula at Wimbledon last year. So yeah, so not her best win ever. Probably her second best win of all time. Her third top 10 win of all time. So yeah, beating Pegula in the first round of Wimbledon last year was definitely a bigger result. I mean, we forgot that because there were so many upsets on day 1 and 2 at Wimbledon that Pegula lost and we all forgot about it. But Cocciaretto was the one to beat Pegula. That's a huge upset there at Wimbledon. Elisabetta is beaming. Oh yeah, she looks so happy. It's so good. Good for her. Yeah, she beat Pegula. Yeah, this is no random person. All right. Now we're going to be watching Swiatek taking on Chen. This is going to be interesting. Swiatek, who loves playing here. Totally opposite to Coco, who hates playing here. Well, at least the results are not good here. Swiatek is like the best player in the draw at this venue. She loves it here. So, unless she plays Penko. So jump on over there. We'll be back in about 10 minutes to watch that one. But Cocciaretto gets the win. 6-4, 6-2. Takes out Gauff in another upset. That's the third top 10 player in the last 24 hours that's out of the tournament.